Today is March 7th, 2020. It's approximately 6:30 in the morning or something like that. 5:30. So this is in correlation to the togetherness discussion from the prior video. So I'm sure we're all curious what this is going to look like, huh? Let's start off with a little power statement. Again, my name is Jesse Myers. I'm 44 years old, and this is my way of being together with myself and allowing myself to be together with others. So I am absorbing energy all around, understanding our God, which is love, in an instant, and stating we all can choose hate, destroyer of ourselves primarily. Yes, let's say regrets come up everywhere. No, thank you. As you approach your day, do you begin with your to-do list, situation, learning opportunities, a wealth of knowledge? Should, or coulda, shoulda, woulda, just wasted energy. Now notice, be aware of slowing each breath with intention. Breathe in deep, exhaling slowly. Breathe in to the count of 10. Exhaling slowly to the count of 10. Do it for 1 hour each day. It allows you to be centered and allow yourself to understand yourself at that moment. How do I know? Because that's what I do. It helps me. And maybe it won't help you, but there you go. So I started, what was it, February 25th, I think it was, when I quit drinking. Yeah, there we go. So February 25th, that's just a few days, 10 days ago, I guess. So I personally am figuring this out. So, togetherness, what does it look like? What is it to be together with God? Because first and utmost, we shall be together with God first. Therefore, everything else will fall in place because togetherness will be in our hearts. So what is God? Who is God? That's a big question. Everybody has different answers. Nobody's wrong, but everybody has a different answer and a different experience with it. So I personally am doing this to have a better understanding. As I'm going through this, I'm at a loss. And I understand why too. I was self done, but at the same time, I've only ever wanted to experience what it was to be together. And I've had plenty of great people in my life to show me. The only problem was I had no idea that that's what was going on. I thought it was something else. It wasn't my way. So it was a highway. So I came across some videos of my wife and I talking, and this is years after we've been apart. So my wife's name is Cheryl. So I asked, What is it to be together? What is it to be in a union, a marriage? Most of us have the ability and the blessing of watching our parents' relationship flourish, and generally that's when we mimic. In my case, it wasn't like that. I had other challenges which made me the person I am. So I asked, what is it to allow yourself to be represented, to be in a union? What is it to be together? What is it to show up, to be present? What has it been to have a union between us? So I asked, I put her through hell, and she still loves me. That is representing me, even when I'm wrong. Until later, I figured out that I was wrong. Until it was never too late, but you know what I mean. So I asked her, tell me something or situations where I could have been more smooth in how I handled things. And to my surprise, she says, well, we've done a number on our kids. All those emotional battles that created amongst walls, and then it perpetuated into God. A great challenge and a blessing. Now, these are some of the things I'm asking myself because I need direction too. I had to say I'm learning because I have no idea. I know what it is to watch others. I've always envied, always wanted that, but I've always sabotaged it as well. And that's what I mean by walls. I built so many walls in hopes of protecting myself. The emotional walls that we build when we've been hurt, betrayed, or whatever the situation may be. We all have one. At least I have one. And I'm not always right, and I can now admit that. So if I ever said to you, or anybody else that I know or knows me, that I got it, I understand and I know what I'm doing, I was misinformed of my own self. So together, yes, together with God, what does that really look like? Well, let's define what God is. God is love. God is the willingness to help others in the presence of love and spiritual guidance. And let God work through me as well as I am that I am. What does that really look like? Well, unless you have some kind of idea, I see people out there, old folks that, man, they've been together 50 years, and you ask them, hey, what keeps you guys together so long? And they would say, patience and not giving up at every battle. Nobody had labels back then of mental health or our neurons firing wrong. psychologically, emotionally, physically. And the unwillingness to acknowledge all that makes it even harder. But I rambled a little bit on that one, so forgive me. Part 3 is coming up. Again, lots of blessings. I hope this helps. If anything, gives you something to listen to for about 10 minutes. I have blessings. Love and be as one.